All right, so 1st and 10, quarterback back at the gun, taking the snap, throwing it short, ball caught at the 34-yard line, run across the 40 to the 41-yard line. The Bulldogs will make the tackle on a 7-yard gain. Cameron Conner with the tackle, so 2nd down and 3 from just shy of the ATCO 41. Quarterback is Tyree Johnson, handing it off inside. The Bulldogs will make the lick at around the 41. The back leans up to the 42-yard line, coming up about a yard short, though, of the first down. 3rd down at a yard and a half as the Bulldogs will put 4 on their defensive line, and Cameron Conner creeping toward the line of scrimmage to clog up the situation. Running play up the middle. There's a lean by the back up to the 44, and it looks like if he gets a good spot, he'll have an ATCO first down. Bulldogs with their 4-man front. Linebackers 5 yards off the line of scrimmage. Movement into the neutral zone, but they didn't throw the flag. It's called out. Popped in there early. There's a pass nearly picked by J.D. Rogers, and then also a DB behind him. 2 Bulldogs had a shot at that one. Chris Mobley the other.
Yeah, he did. That was a pass that really had a good chance of being intercepted, like you said. J.D. not able to make the catch, maybe deflected the ball away from Chris. And Chris was a little upset with himself not catching that ball. I think it went right by his hands, but almost a big play for the Dogs. There was no one back there to cover. All that would have been able to get him was the quarterback and offensive line, so they would have had a good chance of taking that one back for 6.
Yeah, 2 seniors playing their final Bulldog football game with a chance to pick. And the quarterback hands it off inside. Bulldogs make a play right around the 45-yard line on a tackle by one of the linemen, Darius Scott.
Yeah, that was a good play by Darius. He got back there, got a little bit of penetration, came off a block and made the tackle. Wasn't a hard hit, but it was one of those lineman hits where he lands on top of you. It'll really wear on a back, Mark.
1-yard gain, so after an incomplete pass and the 1-yard gain, a 3rd and 9 for ATCO. 1 for 1 on 3rd down conversions. Quarterback back in the shotgun this time. And a snap to Johnson, a good one. He's going to roll to his right with protection, being chased by Gaffney. Throws it across the middle. This time the ball is picked by Chris Mobley. He returns it a couple of yards up to the Dog 41.
And what a good play by Chris. He sat back there, was playing center field from his secondary position, and did a great job. He did exactly what you're taught in the secondary. You go up and get the ball at its highest point, then you bring it down, and that's exactly what he did. Big time play out there by the senior on his last Bulldog football game.
Lone back is Jamar Smith, seeking 2,000 yards. First running play is a pitch play to the left, and he runs to the 45 to the 46-yard line. And he's gang tackled from the far boundary near the Bulldog sideline. And the quarterback, James Etheridge, will turn and hand it off to Jamar, working left side, picking up a first down and scooting down the sideline down to the ATCO 46. Gray perhaps goes out of bounds with a Bulldog first down, brought to you by Alkley. Cameron Conner blocking for Jamar Smith. Jamar will take the handoff, go up the middle, make a little cut to his left. Now he's gang tackled right around the ATCO 44 and pushed backwards on a short gain of perhaps 2 yards. The Bulldogs have scored only 1 touchdown in the opening quarter of this season. That was on a 10-yard drive against Jeff Davis after a really bad punt. Obviously, if it's a punt that goes out of bounds at the 10, it's a terrible one.
Yeah.
And the Dogs drove it in for their only first quarter touchdown in all their regular season games, plus also their scrimmage game at Dodge. It's been a remarkable story. They've scored a lot early in the second quarter, but very little in the first, obviously. So now they got a 2nd and 8, plenty of time left in this period, 8:25. The pitch goes to Jamar, but the whistle blows and a penalty flag down at the line of scrimmage. They're down at the ATCO 40-yard line. Cameron Conner once again blocking for the junior. Jamar Smith taking the pitch, cutting it to the left side, gets to the 40, scoots down the sideline again. Bulldog side picks up another Bulldog first down, brought to you by Alkley. One back, though, this time, and 2 receivers to the right, and a pitch play to Jamar with the wide receivers blocking. Uses a stiff arm to try to break away, but he does not. And a tackle in the backfield, 1-on-1, as a defender grabbed the jersey, and Tyus Wesley made the play. So it's going to be 1st and 20 for the Bulldogs at the ATCO 46, ball on the right hash. And a split backfield for the first time for the Bulldogs. And back goes James Etheridge, and he throws it to a wide-open Eric Hester. Makes a catch at the 36, rambles down the sideline for the first down, and tackled going out of bounds with a penalty flag. Big play, first down, brought to you by Alkley.
Yep.
And James Etheridge settling behind Hutchinson, taking the snap, now pitching it right side. And that's Javon Edwards running to the 21 to the 20. And he had to handle a tough pitch, and he finally is tackled around the 16 with another penalty flag coming out at the end. Bulldogs are down at the 27 with a 1st and 15. Etheridge rolling to the near side, looking to throw under pressure, steps up. Now he is hit. He'll be sacked for a loss. setting up to the left side with Eric Hester. They will not run the reverse play, instead of pitch to Jamar, going to the outside, makes a cut to the 30, to the 25 again, going to the boundary on the Dawgs side, which is away from us and out of bounds. Ariane Gaffney out to the right, but he's well off the line of scrimmage. Would they run the reverse? No, they're going to throw it across the middle to, I guess, the slant end to Mobley, but the pass way out in front and nearly picked. Bulldogs driving toward our right, going left to right on the Y101. Hand off to Jamar up the middle, now making cuts left and right, weaving his way down to the 10, down to the 9. The Bulldogs signal first down, and it looks like they have it. Brought to you by Oakley. James Etheridge sending Landon Coward out to the left. He'll be a wing setting up that way. Jamar Smith, the only back, taking the handoff, and they key on him. Jamar trying to make a cut to the left, escapes though, and it may be bad news because he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage, back around the 18-yard line.
Yeah, he did lose some big yardage on that play. On those type plays, when you just get swallowed by the defensive line, you just want to push forward as much as you can and get down. Jamar, though, trying to make a play, comes out of the pile and ends up being corralled by a couple of linebackers and brought down for a loss.
So the Bulldogs lose about 6 on that play to make it second down and a short 16, which is a lot of yardage. Jamar Smith taking the little handoff, moving right side. Now he stops dead cold and then accelerates a little and goes inside the 15 down to the 14, but that's a short gain. And now the Bulldogs have a tough situation. They can pick up a first down, but it's down around the 1, and it's third down and about 12 or maybe a little more for the first down. Bulldogs have 2 receivers that way versus Prilly and Mobley. James on a play fake, rolling that way, and looking, he's got a man wide open. Instead, he throws across the middle, and the ball is picked in the end zone and returned out of the end zone to around the 3 with a penalty flag. ATCO has the ball back.
And getting the ball in the end zone.
Johnson under center, deep on his side, will run the football on the first play on a handoff, and the Bulldogs will seal it off in the A gap. Nobody hitting the dirt, just a tackle with everybody standing up, stop of forward progress for very little gain to make it second down and probably still 10 yards. Quarterback under center, the line of scrimmage is a 2-yard line, and ATCO will try the running play again up the middle off the center, and the Bulldogs will make the tackle probably outside the 3, so very short gain, and so now it's third down, and the Bulldogs would love to get the defensive stop here, force the punt, you can rush it, or not, set up a return and get great field position on your second possession. They set up with 2 receivers to the near side, quarterback still under center with an I formation. He'll drop back into the end zone and throw it left-handed down, deep down the left side, incomplete, had a man streaking free, it seemed, behind Mobley and Etheridge, but the pass was overthrown, and so now ATCO will punt. Very little rush, and the punt is very, very short. It won't be caught. It instead is bouncing, and unfortunately for the Bulldogs, it takes an end-over-end bounce all the way up to the ATCO 47. So the Dogs look like they ran the ball inside the 40. Instead, it's outside the Rebel 47. Trying to score their second first-quarter touchdown of the season. They have 2 minutes and 28 seconds to play with as Jamar takes a handoff, and boy, he makes the defenders work hard. They jump on his back, and he drives the ball down to the ATCO 42 on a first-down run of 4.5. Split backfield for Etheridge. Quick count, hands it off. No, he keeps it. He faked the handoff to Jamar, and he keeps the football, and he's tackled diving toward the 39-yard line. First Prilly back in the game, going out to the far side with Chris Mobley. Ball's on the right hash, split backfield, Edwards in the ball game. James on a play fake, dropping back, has time, throws it, and the ball is caught by Verse Prilly, and he's tackled up around the 35-yard line. Or did he catch it?
He missed it.
Incomplete.
Ball just tipped off the top of his hands, and we're going to have a 4th down. But this would be a great time to go for it because we only have about 2.5, 3 yards to get the first down. We got a running back who averages over 5 yards a carry. So you've got to think the odds are we'd have a good chance of getting this far.
Well, you know, Brian has been such a good possession receiver this year. You almost expect him to catch balls like that.
He has. He was coming. What happened on that play? He was coming back to catch the ball and just get down for a first down. And the ball was just a little bit too high.
4th down and 3 for the Bulldogs. The option is Jamar Smith spinning, and he's tackled before he gets to the first down marker, and then pushed backwards to the boundary and out. ATCO comes up big, keying on Jamar and bringing at least 3 helmets to the football. Johnson back of the shotgun, trips to the right. So they load up that side, the wide side, and throw a little hitch that way, and the ball is caught, but the Bulldogs will make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage. Second down and a dozen. Mobley, a defensive back, split out to the right, 1-on-1 that way if they throw it that way, but instead the lefty's going to chunk it down the center of the field, and the pass is incomplete inside the 35-yard line. Ball at the ATCO 45. Snap to Johnson out of the gun, being pressured, and now he's going to be sacked by Ariane Gaffney at the 41. Third down and about a dozen for Atkinson County. Movement on the right side of the offensive line. That'll be another 5-yard penalty against the home team. At third down, and I'll call it about 16 to 17. Johnson back in the shotgun. Another motion man moving to the right. They hand it off that way. He wants to throw and does across the middle, and the ball is tipped incomplete. Nice jump there by number 8. That's Cole Dowd retreating from the defensive line.
Yeah, he must have been in some sort of zone coverage there. We had a guy chasing the receiver, and he just kind of threw it up for grabs, and Cole was back there and able to knock the ball down.
As Atkinson County will punt again. This will be the third punt in this sequence. No rush from Gaffney this time. A line drive punt bouncing at the Dog 45 and scooting out of bounds at around the 42 perhaps. And the Bulldogs will still get good field position out of this, and it's time for somebody. Either team, I guess, in this scoreless game to put together a drive, and now the Bulldogs have the football. Nice field position to start it off early in the second quarter. Bulldogs will start off I formation on this possession. James Etheridge will hand it off to Jamar Smith. He'll follow the right side of the offensive line for a couple of yards, and then there's no chance to find a crack or an opening, and they push him backwards. I formation, Cameron Conner blocking for Jamar, working it right side. Jamar is going to advance the ball across the 40. Then he is going to be gang tackled, and I mean a bunch of helmets there. He doesn't go down. They stop the forward progress. Probably close to the Bulldog 44, which means the Dogs will have a third down, needing 6, perhaps, almost 7 for the first down. Both teams have thrown an interception. James Etheridge on a play fake, rolling to the near side. 2 receivers that way, throws it to first Pridley. Off his hands, he jumps up in the air after the deflection and tries to catch it on a second opportunity, but instead the ball goes out of bounds, and now it's 4th down. It punted earlier this season on homecoming against Long. Here comes a rush, gets it away. Nice. Line drive, bouncing inside the 30, scooped up and then run out of bounds on a very short return up near the 25, I believe. So ATCO will have the long field after an effective Cameron Conner punt, but hold on, a penalty flag well after the play. They pulled down in the area. And 1st and 10. Motion to the right of the formation and a running play for the quarterback Johnson into the pile. He won't lead the pile. He'll be tackled at the line of scrimmage by the right side of the Bulldog defensive line. Johnson back at the gun. Motion again. This time the motion man takes a pitch, and the Bulldogs have a chance to make a tackle behind the line of scrimmage, but they do not on the first opportunity, but they do on the second. As stepping up to make the tackle, one of the DBs on the near side, and he made a good form tackle. That was James Etheridge, I believe.
Yeah, coming over, making a big hit. The quarterback being in the secondary, coming over and making a play.
So, a throwing situation with the motion man coming to the short side of the field. Johnson dropping back. No Bulldog rush. He has plenty of time. Now he's under pressure. Scampering to the left. Stops. Fires it right down the center of the field. The ball is nearly caught, but dropped. The Bulldogs had a chance to pick. The DB mistimed his leap. That was the playmaker, and the receiver had a clean catch, and he didn't make it. So with 8 minutes and 5 seconds to play in the second quarter, it's 4th down and 14, and Atkinson County will punt. Last time they faked it on their third opportunity, punting in a sequence. Here's a punt bouncing at the 38-yard line on the Dog side. Now it takes a dog hop up to the 40-yard line, and the Bulldogs will start there, but a penalty flag back at the 41.
Of course, theirs have not led to any for us.
All right, Jamar Smith taking a deep handoff and working right side with some blockers that way. Goes across the 35 up near the 40-yard line, and that's very close to the first down marker. Of course, the bottom line is both teams may be committing the infractions. They need to stop doing that as well, so we can enjoy the ball game. And hold on 1 second.
Another flag. Yeah, I think we're going to get a false start on the Dogs.
I see it over on the far side.
About 6 a.m.
Wing to the left. James Etheridge hands the ball off to Jamar Smith, trying to build up his speed, but now he stops and tries to make a cut at the hash, and that didn't lead to anything. Short gain of a yard. Etheridge behind his center, hands it off to Jamar, weaving to the right to the 40, to the 45. Now Jamar making a move, pushes a defender backwards and keeps driving forward with an all clean first down to the ATCO side near the 46, his best run of the night. 1st and 10, ATCO maybe blitzing the run. Jamar Smith working right side again, finds a little seam and an opening off the right side of the O-line and surges ahead for a big gain on first down. Bulldogs go with an I formation, And they hand it off to Cameron Cotter, I believe, and he surges ahead, and he might pick up a first down moving to the far boundary. The Toombs County down around the ATCO 25 as Jamar will take the handoff. He's hit behind the line of scrimmage. He stops and reverses field, uses a stiff arm, but this time he will be gang tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a short loss. Well, that way as well. Split backfield, and James on a play fake with Gary Jones blocking for him. Throws it right side. The ball is caught by Prilly. He shakes free and moves down the sideline before he's finally bumped out. And he picks up about 7 or so, and the Bulldogs will be left with maybe 7 for the first down. But they've been keying on him in certain situations, and that would be this situation. They're going to pitch it to Jamar. He's hit behind the line of scrimmage. He's hit again, but this time he surges to the 15, to the 14, and he picks up a dog first down brought to you by All Clean. But you know, ATCO looking for the run right now. Jamar Smith behind James Etheridge. Blown back again. And taking the handoff and weaving with a line surge and driving to the goal line and in with a Bulldog touchdown. Finally, the Dogs scored with 2:54 to play in the opening half. A great run by Jamar and a touchdown brought to you by Patriot Gas. Now James Etheridge will hold for Oswaldo Guzman. He puts it up high into the air and sticks it through the uprights and good. And the Dogs have scored a touchdown and kicked the PAT to take a 7-0 lead with 2:54 to play in the second quarter as we break on Y101. So here we go. Johnson back in the shotgun, taking the snap. A running play. The Bulldogs surge into the backfield, and Eric Hester grabs Jersey and with help makes a tackle for a loss back at the 45.
And Eric doing a good job there, doing exactly what you're taught. You get back there and you hold on until somebody can come help you. And he held on just long enough for a slew of Bulldogs led by J.D. Rogers and Cameron Connor coming over and cleaning it up, finishing that play off. Good job by Eric there coming off the edge.
So the defensive end grabs a hold, and the linebackers come over and help out on the tackle at a loss of 5. Back outside the Dog 45, clock running, 2:14 to play. In the opening half with the Bulldogs leading Atkinson County 7-0. Johnson back in the gun, standing on his side of the field at the 49.5 and taking the snap. Under pressure, throws it across the middle and incomplete. Had a receiver down around the 21, but the Bulldogs had coverage, including the linebacker Cameron Cotter dropping all the way back there. Way to the Bulldogs sideline, trips that way. Johnson under pressure, going to throw the screen, but too high and incomplete. Pass intended for his receiver around the 46-yard line, so now it's 4th down. The punt is sky high. Chris Mobley drifting over to his right will let it bounce. It's not hopping anywhere, and it is caught in the air by Marcus Tucker, and the Bulldogs get the ball back. 1:43 to play in the opening half. The Dogs leading 7-0, and the Bulldogs will be starting this possession at around the 24. Jamar is the back, but the throw is a slant in, and the pass not caught by Chris Mobley up around the 35-yard line. Jamar Smith behind James Etheridge taking a pitch, and they're going to run the reverse for Ariane Gaffney. Gaffney to the 25, to the 30, and tackle, making a cut at the hash, seeking more. He's tackled around the 29 maybe. All right, Bulldogs need 5 yards for the first down at their 29. Jamar Smith behind James Etheridge. And James will run the option and pitch it to Jamar, going to the outside. Jamar is going to make a cut and then slide down before he gets to the first down marker with a penalty flag coming out from behind. So the Bulldogs get the first down all the way to their 48 with plenty of time, 77 seconds to play. In the second quarter, Dogs leading 7-0. 2 receivers and a back and a wing. And James Etheridge will throw on first down, throws it high, and nearly picked on a leap by Ty Jones down around the 44-yard line. I think that pass was intended for Hester. Jamar on the run. He's got some galloping action right now as he's weaving inside the 40 to the 35 to the 30 to the 25, and he dives down inside the 20. A big Bulldog first down brought to you by All Clean. Stopping the clock with 56 seconds remaining. Jamar with his longest run of the night. Dogs are down at around the 17-yard line. Etheridge will throw on first down, lofts it down the right side of the field. Chris Mobley was being played 101. There's a penalty flag down that way. James was hit after the pass, but the penalty flag is down inside the 5-yard line.
Yeah, and it's going to be defensive holding on Atkinson County. Chris was trying to get away and break to the end zone and would have had a chance to make that play had he not been held.
And weaving right side. Jamar looks for the goal line. Jamar scoots in with a dog touchdown. Brought to you by Patriot Gas.
And it pays off the gamble by Coach to keep stopping the clock. Put the ball in the air, pays off. We end up scoring. And Barn, we're set right now to go into halftime 14-0 after having a dismal first quarter on offense and having a slow second quarter. We end up putting up 14 late points pending the extra point.
All in the final 2:54 of the half, and I think Jamar with a pair of 7-yard runs. The Guzman kick, boy, he gets a lot of this one, and he boots it high and through, and the Bulldogs lead 14-0 with 44.2 seconds remaining in the second quarter on your home of the Dogs, Y101. Dogs up 14-zip and kicking the ball, bouncing down the right side of the field off the foot of Cole Williamson and return to the 17-yard line. The Bulldogs let him slip free. He's still weaving and moving down the sideline. The Bulldogs finally make a tackle up across the 25-yard line. He kept that play alive forever. Johnson back in the shotgun, taking a low snap, a handoff, and the ball run across the 30, 35, up close to the first down marker near the 40-yard line with 24 seconds to play. In the opening half, and Atkinson County will take a timeout. Timeout and a half that is about an hour and 8 minutes old. 14-0 Bulldogs as we break on Y101. Johnson back in the shotgun, taking a good snap this time. He'll throw it to the right, and the ball dropped at around the 38-yard line. So that'll stop the clock with 17 seconds remaining. And it's 3rd and 1 for Atkinson County at the Rebel 40. Johnson back in the gun, taking the snap around the knees, and a running play for the first down as he slips free and goes to the 50, and now stops and darts back to the 46, and now runs to the 50, to the 45, and down around the 40. First down with 3.5 seconds remaining. I don't want to use this analogy because it sounds disrespectful, but that was an amazing run, almost like a squirrel running around the street.
It was. It really was. He bounced. He got upfield. He turned around, ran backwards, got around some defenders again, and then ran back again forward. Ran out of bounds. You know, that's not disrespectful. Squirrels are quick and agile, and that guy is too. He was trying to make a play.
Very much so, as the Beef would say.
Very much so.
So 3.5 seconds remaining, plus he stopped the clock. Ball down at the Bulldog 40. Put video of that up on Toombs now. You got to see that one.
Yeah, you got to see that. I mean, that was wild. I don't think I've ever seen somebody turn around, retreat, then turn around and run back the exact same path they came from. But it worked. I mean, they got the first down. They stopped the clock.
Now one chance for ATCO to throw the ball deep, perhaps. Of course, the half can't end on a defensive penalty if that happens, and we've had plenty of penalties in this ball game, so that would be out of the realm of possibility as Johnson goes back with plenty of time to throw, and the clock down to zeros. He's rambling around to his right. Now the left-hander throws it to the near sideline where it's caught. All the Bulldogs have to do is make a tackle, and they will make a gang tackle down at around the 15 on the catch by Kershawn Bailey. That'll end the half with the Bulldogs leading 14-0, so they survive a penalty-plagued opening half, and Neil, they score a couple of touchdowns late. In that front line, and of course back deep, Jamar Smith, usually, and also Chris Mobley. Let's see if that is the combination out there. Bulldogs might be expecting something, well, short or long. It's going to be long and taken around the 16-yard line and return by, I believe, Javon Edwards across the 30 to the 35 to the 40 and diving up to the 45-yard line. Who is that? That's
Nathan Belch. Nathan Belch back there returning the kick. Almost broke it for a long one. If he would made that cut a little bit sooner, he might have broke free. He's back there.
Is that Jamar? It is Jamar running up the middle. He looked a little thinner there as he takes the ball across the 50 down to the 49-yard line, of course, wearing all white. Yep. Of course, a junior, AA All-State preseason by the Atlanta Journal-Constitution, has had a huge season, surging up the middle, now cutting it to the left. They grab him by the arm, trying to almost strip the ball free. He's tackled for an all-clean first down at the ATCO 42. Two receiver options to the right side of the formation, which happens to be the wide side of the field, versus Curley and Chris Mobley. James Etheridge has been throwing tonight. He'll try to throw in this first down play, but he's under pressure, and he will be sacked by several Rebels back behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 46 for a loss of roughly 5. 47 leading 14-zip, and Etheridge will hand it off to Jamar. He's got a burst of speed as he takes the ball inside the 40, breaking away to the 30, to the 25, to the 20, to the 15, to the 10. Foot race to the pylon. He scoots in with a dog touchdown.
And that's exactly what we needed to come out and get something going. Had a big-time play by the defense of Atkinson County to bring us back, and Jamar breaks free through the offensive line. Good blocks, makes a big-time cut to the inside and just has a foot race to the end, and ain't nobody going to catch him when he gets loose, Barn.
He had a couple of 7-yard runs in the opening half. That one, 47 on one run. And now Oswaldo Guzman, who's been kicking the ball very effectively and successfully tonight, really booming it. He kicked a PAT last week against Vade and barely snuck it over. Here's another line drive shot, and this one he's going to miss. His 4th miss of the season with 9:47 to play in the second quarter. But the Bulldogs have taken a 20-0 lead as we break on Y101. The sophomore Cole Williamson kicking the ball down the right side of the field to Bailey, and Bailey returning the ball up to the 37 to 38 yard line where he is tackled by several Bulldogs. I see a 27 there. That would be Javon Edwards. Rebels from the 37-yard line. Bulldogs move, but not into the neutral zone. Now it's going to be a pitch play to the left from the quarterback to the back there, and he runs the ball across the 45 to the 46-yard line. The quarterback in the gun, taking a low snap. He'll hand it off and run up the middle to the 45. The Bulldogs make a good, solid tackle right there. Boy, they smushed the ball carrier.
Yeah, they did. Cameron Conner led the way, got him low, and J.D. Rogers came in there and cleaned it up to finish him off.
3rd down and 2.5, and the quarterback under center is going to keep the football. Good line surge by the Rebels. They're going to push the ball very close to that 1st down marker.
Yeah, it's going to be close. And
well, you know what? We changed the time. Snap to the quarterback Johnson out of the gun. He's going to run the football across the 50. The Bulldogs will tackle him near the Bulldog 45. They'll get several red helmets to the football, make the tackle from behind. And on the play was Eric Hester, a senior Bulldog. Also getting up is Landon Coward. He's a sophomore for the Bulldogs. Johnson in the shotgun, back at his 49, taking the snap into his hands, running the football to the right. Looked like an option. He will pitch it to the 45, to the 40, and the Bulldogs will come over with contact and make the tackle. But the runner is able to go down inside the 35, down to the 34-yard line. Under 300 yards to pick up 2,000 for the season. Now there's a chuck down the right side. The playmaker Baker not able to make the play. The ball caught for a touchdown. Caught around the 2 and run in for the touchdown. Chris Mobley running out to the short side of the field. The ball's on the right hand. She's a receiver. Ariane Gaffney in. Lining up off the line of scrimmage to the right of the formation. And the Bulldogs will run the reverse play to Ariane, picking up a block, getting to the corner, to the 40, to the 43, and finally ran out of space. 2 Rebels collide with each other out of bounds. And Gaffney gets up to near the 42. Maybe they're going to spot him up near the 44-yard line to pick up. But I think I moved the down marker back. I had it right. He picked up 1 yard, which doesn't feel good. Hand off to Jamar up the middle. Line opened up a little hole for him. He crosses the 45, gets to the 47-yard line. Good gain on 1st down. He'll pick up 5. Short side of the field is wide receivers in the backs with Connor and Smith in the I formation. It's Jamar up the middle. Jamar crosses the 50, picks up the Bulldog 1st down, and finally is tackled near the ATCO 47. The 1st down brought to you by All Clean. Basically center of the field on this 1st down play for the Dogs, leading 20-7. It's Jamar again hit, but he's going to break free to the right and surge inside the 40-yard line and pick up a good chunk, at least 8 on the 1st down play. Seniors Brandon Beckham and Gary Jones lining up side by side on the Bulldog offensive line. To the left, the run is up to the right side, and Jamar with a quick burst of speed picks up another all-clean 1st down and is tackled near the ATCO 30-yard line. The offensive line right now opening up some mighty big holes. Darius Scott, a junior, lining up right side of the offensive line to maybe block for Jamar. Yeah, that's the way they're going to go. Jamar, a little stutter step move, kind of sideways, and not much on that 1st down run. He will pick up a little, gain of 2, and the Bulldogs will have a 2nd and 8. The clock running, 2:17 to play, what's been a very fast 3rd quarter, especially compared to the 1st and 2nd quarters of this ball game when we had all the penalty flags and just one stoppage after another. Ball down around the 12-yard line. Bulldogs near the right hash, sending a receiver out to the left side of the formation. That's Bradford Sprilly. He's the only receiver in this package, which will be a running play. Jamar up the middle off the A-gap, now spinning to the right. Jamar takes it into the end zone for his 4th Bulldog touchdown of the night, brought to you by Patriot Gas.
Yeah, and another play in which they just ran it right at him, just hit him right between the guards, right up the middle. And when you do that and you open up a hole for a running back that's as good as Jamar, you're going to put it in the end zone every time.
Run of about 13 for Jamar. Runs a 7.47, and now 13 for his 4 touchdowns tonight. And now the PAT try, and the kick is low. New kicker in there, but he got it through.
Action on Y101, presented in part by Getty Enterprises, HD Wright Road and Lyons, the tires.
There's a short kick, and the Bulldogs will have to try to make a play on this running back, who is very elusive, quick, and really a scat back, and he moves it across the 35 to the 37 to the 38-yard line. Johnson back in his gun, trips to the right of the formation. Running play, though, and the quarterback will keep it. Now he's going to pitch it as he was going down, and here we go. They're back, and it's the same guy back behind the line of scrimmage to the 25, to the 30, to the 35, to the 40, scooting to the near the 46-yard line, and Ump was picking up a first down. He escaped a terrible situation. Johnson in his shotgun, throwing it right side. Could have been a double pass, but instead it'll be a run after the reception for a first down across the 50. The tackle made Bulldog side around the 49 on the catch. So ATCO from the 50-yard line, 3 receivers, 2 to the right, 1 to the left, and a shotgun snap about to happen. Bulldogs with a 4-man front, and the throw is left side, high, tipped and incomplete. J.D. Rogers, the senior, trying to track it down for a pick. He almost picked one early in the game, where it would just be hard to come up with that number. Snap to Johnson, running right side out, weaving it center of the field, right down the hash, and taking it down to the 45-yard line on a first down run of about 4 to Oklahoma. Wound up playing golf. Here's a snap to Johnson, rolling to his left at the 50. He's going to run for the first down to the 40, and he's hit, driven to the boundary by Landon Cowart, but that's a first down. I believe so. Here's Johnson taking the snap, running the football right up the left hash. Tackled very quickly, I think, by J.D. Rogers, yeah. Receivers going out to the right. By the way, did you watch Oklahoma and Baylor last night?
I watched a little bit of it, and Baylor sure did lay it to them.
I was impressed with Baylor's defense.
They're really good.
Quick, they make a lot of tackles behind the line of scrimmage. Johnson, the lefty, going to chunk it across the middle, and the ball is picked. What a pick by the Bulldogs. Who got that one?
That was Chris Mobley.
Wow.
Did you see that play, Barn? The wide receiver went up to make the play, kind of got loose out of his hands, and before he hit the ground, Chris was able to jump over there and grab it, and we're going to be back on offense.
We'll start off with their I formation. They went to this last week against the Indians. Cameron Conner blocking for Jamar. They grab a shoulder, and they knock the ball free as he was trying to break away, and ATCO will scoop up a fumble and recover it at the 29-yard line. All right, here we go. ATCO spreading the field. 3 receivers right. Shotgun snap. Johnson, the quarterback, running. Started left, runs it up the middle. Goes down to the 26. Hit at the left hash by several Bulldogs. Eric Hester helping the man up. He was in on the play. So was number 62, the lineman Brandon Douglas. Gain of 2, 2nd and 8 with a running clock at 10:30 to play. The Dogs on top, 27-7, including a loss to Bryan County, a high-scoring game at Bryan County. Johnson throws it left side, off a hand and incomplete. J.D. Rogers, a linebacker, in on the coverage. And now it's 3rd down and 8. Atkinson County with the back in the backfield, and Johnson taking a low snap, throwing it to the back, and that's Eanders. I told you last week he played some quarterback, wants to throw, finally does, and throws a completion on a dive down around the 12 for an ATCO first down on that 3rd down play.
No doubt.
Thank you, sir. Johnson on a handoff play to Eanders, weaving, but this time the Bulldogs get a hit on him and tackle him down around the 10. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right on a 2nd and 6. Johnson taking a low snap. He'll hand it off to Eanders up the middle, and he'll take it out of the end zone for an Atkinson County touchdown with 9 minutes to play. He's quick, and he scoots right through the O-line, through the D-line, to the linebackers, into the secondary, and in for 6. Try 2, they got 1. This is going to be a pop-up kick. Jamar Smith will backpedal, take the ball at the 26-yard line. Let's see if he can make it interesting. To the 30, to the 35, to the 40. Try to break a tackle, finally does, and moves up to the 45-yard line where the Bulldogs will start. Tyler Peebles out to the left along with Bryant Versprilli. And the handoff goes to Jamar, running the football across the 50, spinning at the 45, and moving very close to the first down marker on a gain of about 9, maybe 10. Bulldogs picked up the first down on the run at 10. Jamar again up the middle, inside the 40, stacked up at around the 37-yard line. Wayne Denson has had an injury this year to like his arm and Backs are in the eye. Denson blocking for Jamar on a 3rd and 5. Jamar will go short side and stop and get hit around the 40-yard line. Trying to make a cut, but there were too many red jerseys there. He loses yardage. That'll make it 4th down and about 7.5. 4th down and nearly 8 for the Bulldogs, and Jamar will get the handoff. And he has a great line surge, and Jamar is running for the 1st down and taking it inside the 25. Finally tackled at around the 23 with the Bulldog 1st down. Brought to you by All Clean. James Etheridge going all the way at quarterback, pitching to Jamar. Jamar goes to the 21-yard line, and here come a couple of penalty flags. And you know, we've had so few, we haven't talked about them in a long time. No blocking fullback, and Jamar will take the handoff. The workhorse weaving to the left. Jamar running inside the 25, scooting to the left, picking up the Bulldog 1st down. Now they meet him and take him out inside the 15, inside the 10. A Bulldog run by Jamar, and a 1st down brought to you by All Clean. Bulldogs with a 1st and goal situation. They're going to run the ball center of the field, inside the 5, down to around the 3-yard line. Denson in earlier on this possession, blocking as a fullback. It's all Jamar right now, taking the handoff and weaving, turning his back to the situation, and now piled up at around the 2-yard line. 2 receivers out to the right side of the formation. 3rd and goal for the Bulldogs, inside the 2-yard line. And the handoff goes to the fullback, I believe, taking it into the end zone according to the Bulldogs, and the official agrees. That's a touchdown for the Dogs.
That was Cameron Connor getting in there and scoring a touchdown, I believe. Is that the 1st of the year?
I think so, for the senior Bulldog. And, well, that is number 8. And he pitches it left side, and there goes Eanders across the 50 to the 40 to the 35 with the penalty flag. He's driven out of bounds at the 35, but J.D. Rogers, the Bulldogs senior, the penalty flag up around the 37. That guy is just real quick. So, out of the shotgun formation, Johnson getting ready to take the snap at his 30. The line of scrimmage inside the Bulldog 25, 4:21 to play in the game. He's going to run the football, now pitch it to Eanders, and he moves off a tackle attempt by a dog and scoots out of bounds at around the 22-yard line. It's tough to get a good shot on him. It looked like a dog was going to have a shot, but he missed him. 2 receivers to the right, wide side of the field, 1 to the short side. Johnson taking the snap. It's low again, and he faked the handoff, and he runs it up the middle. He'll get down to the 16, and he's tackled there. With the Cheer Dogs will be going at about 1 o'clock tomorrow. That's when it starts. They changed the schedule because the Cheer Dogs are, of course, running the tournament. There's a run by Johnson, the quarterback, down to around the 11. The right, 1 to the left. Atkinson County with a 1st down outside the Bulldog 10. Johnson, the quarterback, taking the snap and running it again, taking it down inside the 7, down to the 6-yard line. Sometimes, most of the time. This could be a Wildcat snap to Eanders, running left side. The Bulldogs tackle him. J.D. Rogers takes him out of bounds.
Yeah, he does. Kind of made a great play on the ball.
Johnson taking the snap, fakes the handoff, runs it up the middle, and dives toward the goal line. And did he get in? Atkinson County says yes. The officials have not signaled a touchdown yet. He's down inside the 1, though. Johnson will be under center, 1 back. Will he keep the football? He likes to run it, and he does, and he finds a crease and an opening off the end gap and dives into the end zone for an Atkinson County touchdown. 3rd of the night for the Rebels on their senior night. So now they got 19. They trail the Bulldogs by 15 with 1:50 to play.
Now we'll have the extra point.
Here's a PAT try, and this one is through with 1:50 to play. Now the Bulldogs lead by 14 at 34-20 as we take another break on your home of the Dogs, Y101. Well, they try the onside kick. Yeah, they're going to bounce it. Randy Coward goes for it, not able to get it. So does Jamar Smith, and Atkinson County will recover the football down around the 35-yard line. That ball took some wicked hops and landed with Fort. Jamar kind of over-pursued it, and then ATCO recovered it with 1:46 to go. Johnson back in the shotgun. Will he throw it on this 1st down play? Now they're going to snap it to Eanders, and he's going to run the football. So another one of those Wildcat snaps. The Bulldogs make the tackle way out of bounds and get a penalty flag. Bulldogs leading 34-20. Snap to Johnson is low. He's going to pitch it to Eanders. Take it inside the 15 to the 10. Makes a dirty move to the left. And scoots into the end zone for a touchdown. Oh my! 92 seconds remaining, and Atkinson County has a chance to pull one and a touchdown.
This is not good because they have struck very quickly, and they're going to be putting up the extra point and coming out with another onside kick. it is crucial right now. We gotta get back there and hopefully block this extra point to put a little bit more pressure on them in case they do get the next onside kick.
Well, 85 is impossible to get a good look on. J.D. Rogers got him one time, but boy, he is just so elusive. There's a PAT try. The Bulldogs did have a good rush. They didn't get it. The kick is through, staying inside right upright. 92 seconds to go, and Atkinson County seeking its second win of the season, and its third win in a long time. It pulled it within a touchdown at 34-27 as we break the 1-1. As Atkinson County will try the onside kick, the Bulldogs are loading up the right side, trying to stop it. This is a long kick back deep, surprisingly. Fumble, though, picked up, though, at the 21-yard line by Mobley, and he's tackled quickly at the 22, going to the center of the field. That's kind of shocking. They didn't try another onside.
Yeah, that's very interesting. After coming out and scoring 2 touchdowns in under 30 seconds and getting the first onside kick, they come out and give the Dogs a chance to run the time all the way off the clock by kicking it back to Mobley.
Yeah, they scored touchdowns at the 150 mark, and at 132 remaining, 2 touchdowns at 18 seconds of game time. And Jamar Smith, the only back, getting the handoff and fumbling the football, and it's loose at the 20-yard line. Atkinson County may have recovered. They're pointing. The Bulldogs are pointing. Who's got it? Let's see. They unstacked. Now the Dogs are pointing, and here comes a penalty flag. And another one. And another one. Who's got the football? That's the question right now. We got some pushing and shoving, and here comes a hat and another penalty flag.
Oh wow! This is just unraveling. There's all the penalty flags from the second half. Every single one on every single zebra out there threw one.
It's third down at 15 though, and Jamar Smith will take the pitch and run to the left side. He dodges one ATCO tackler and runs the football up across the 30, and now it's going to take a gang tackle, but they can't bring him down. They'll just blow the whistle up near the 30 and stop the play. The Dogs will be short of the first down with 56 seconds remaining. It's going to be 4th down. Since they're going to bring it, they're not loading up the line of scrimmage though. Cameron taking the snap, has time, boots it away. It's a line drive, going to bounce at the 48, going to still bounce down to the 34-yard line and return there. And I guess that's Eanders weaving up to the 40 to the 42-yard line with 41 seconds remaining. And now Atkinson County has the football, down by a touchdown and needing to go, how many yards? About 58 to score a touchdown. Johnson trips to the left. Johnson rolling that way. Johnson under pressure. Now throwing it left side of the ball was it caught? Let's see. The official says no, incomplete. Or did he call it a completion? He was waving his hands like this.
I don't think he was saying incomplete. I guess he was saying that he caught it.
Okay, he did not do this, which is a completion. He did kind of this. I thought maybe he caught it. Completion at a first down for Atkinson County down at the 47-yard line. That's not the correct use of the hands on that call right there, and Johnson will spike it hard. He throws him hard, and he spikes it hard into the turf with 34 seconds remaining, stopping the clock as ATCO is on the Bulldog side. Dogs with a 4-man front pulled down. They'll be rushing from the right side. The quarterback's under center, surprisingly, taking the snap. He's going to throw it short. Deke Eanders makes the catch. Then he takes a hit from Chris Mobley. And boy, he hit him shoulder pads to shoulder pads. And I don't know if it was helmet to helmet, but that was a hard hit. Here comes a penalty flag on the Bulldog side. And another penalty flag thrown near the Atkinson County players.
Here's the problem. They're trying to get a helmet-to-helmet call all over the stands over here. Not sure they're going to get that. If they're going to get that, it's going to be immediately. But the problem now is they're getting personal foul after personal foul against the Dogs for the afterwards after the big hit.
Okay, here we go. Ball down at the Bulldog 33, 1st and 10. 30 seconds remaining in the ball game. Now Johnson, who was under center, is going to go back into the shotgun. They run a player out there. They got 2 receivers to the short side of the field. He's taking the snap, under pressure from pulled out, throws it left side. The diving attempt for a catch near the near sideline. fails for Atkinson County, and Bailey was laying out the pass, was not really catchable, incomplete, stopping the clock with 25 seconds to play.
Yeah.
From the Bulldog 32 or so, as Johnson will go back into the shotgun and take the snap. He's going to pitch it left side. The ball bobbled. It is loose. Johnson picks it up and then scoots out of bounds. The official waving his hands. He's signaling incomplete pass. And now they're going to hold on for 20 more seconds. Johnson back at the gun on a 3rd and 10 from the 33, dropping back under pressure, but not too much. Now he's under serious pressure, throws at the ball, deflected, and finally intercepted by the Bulldogs. The playmaker, Baker.
The playmaker saves the game for the Dogs by playing tip drill there, catching it, and doing the smartest thing he could do, and that's get on the ground so we can get into victory formation and go home, because this has just been a crazy last 2 minutes of the ball game, and it has just unfolded quickly.
11.6 seconds remaining as the playmaker, Demetrius Baker, the senior, earned the nickname the playmaker because of his ability to pick passes. He picked one right there at the right time. Now the Dogs can run one more play and get out of here, and I hope it doesn't get too chippy at the end of this one. The two teams probably not liking each other too much right now. One player's already been ejected, we think, from Atkinson County. Jamar Smith in the ball game. Victory formation. Going to name the SD Sales Player of the Game after this snap. James Etheridge takes it. No action on the line. That's going to do it. Clock running down to 6 seconds, and the 2013 season will come to an end with the Toombs County Bulldogs winning their first road game of the season. A wild one in Atkinson County. Bulldogs 34 and ATCO 27. Let's name the SD Sales Player of the Game, Neil.
Barney, with his performance tonight, putting the ball in the end zone 4 times, and possibly eclipsing the 2,000-yard mark, Jamar Smith, our SD Sales Player of the Game, for his performance tonight. Big time play.